It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, this is a game that may be determined early, and they have made it clear that their focus is to limit mistakes and deliver the defensive and offensive performance they're capable of. And Shaq, there will be a lot of experience out there on the floor tonight. Two smart veteran rosters going head-to-head. Who gets the advantage in your book?
Well, you know, both teams are going to play fundamental basketball. It's not the game where you throw between your legs behind the back. Simple, fundamental basketball here. I think the team that controls the pace of this game will definitely have the edge.
Well, Shaq, before I answer, how did you control the pace?
Just by putting these elbows in your mouth.
Okay, 4,325 times that he was talking about himself today. I got it.
Oh, you set me up.
You reeled him in.
That was a nice assist.
Keep talking about yourself.
That was a nice assist.
Reeled in
and I know you know how to feed the big man. Oh, man.
Question, but it's going to come down to the big shot. And that's, you know, for me, who's going to take it? The guys that are vets, they're accustomed to being in this position. So for me, Shaq, what do you think about that?
Well, how many big shots did you hit against us in the finals?
I don't remember. I can't
say
talk
it.
about myself.
You can say it. I want you to say it.
I just know that there was an NBA record broke that night. I don't know who did it, though. I don't know if it was me, but I think it was me.
Talking about himself.
That's all I'm saying.
Speaking of big shots, let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
The Hornets coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Marvin Williams is out there with Zeller, and it's Walker in at the point. Now here's Batum. Fires the three, and it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. On defense, the Hornets. And Nick Batum was one of the bigger free agents this offseason.
And teams were looking at Batum because of the impact he has that doesn't show up in the box score. He has the vision and skill set to be able to contribute to any offensive system.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Zeller's got the first basket of the game for Charlotte. James with it, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Love outside. The feed to Irving. The three ball. He can't get it to go. Walker with some nice D. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Williams passes to Walker. Shot clock at 6. No good off the front iron.
No one was even close to him there. He should have taken more time to get his legs under him before attempting that look.
Here's Smith. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's James. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Got a piece of it. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Well, of course it did. The D was nowhere to be found, and because of that, he easily sprinted down the court and got an easy bucket on that.
Pass to Walker. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lets it go from 11. Second shot opportunity, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Boxing out, getting fairly low for a 7-footer. Zeller doing all he can to maximize his productivity on the boards.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with. And if you go back 3 seasons, the Cavs, they have the second youngest roster in the league. 2 consecutive #1 overall picks. And then fast forward to the present, this is a veteran-laden team with its sights squarely set on championships.
And think about that 2014 draft. The Cavs had less than a 2% chance at the #1 pick, and somehow they land Wiggins.
Yeah, and who can know if LeBron comes back to Cleveland without that asset? Sometimes Lady Luck smiles on you. The Ohio faithful, grateful for some good fortune after over 50 years of waiting for a title.
Now, even with contact, Walker is dynamite, finishing easily over the intense D.
Pass to Smith. Takes a 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there. Hornets trail by 4. Thompson comes with the double team. It's stolen by Smith. All alone.
Oh, wow. Look out.
That's a beautiful jam.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, he didn't think twice about it there. He saw an opportunity to attack, and he took full advantage of it.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Well, Batum is a volume 3-point shooter. If he has any space whatsoever, he's pulling up, most likely connected.
Love outside. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Walker dishes to Batum. Williams kicks to Walker. Puts up a 3. No good on that one. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Thompson with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Love outside. Kid Gilchrist against James. Irving for 3. Hornets with the rebound. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Kyrie Irving, an incredible ball handler, maybe the best in the league. You know what? He may be the best ball handler ever. I mean, he's just so deceptive. He gets wherever he wants, when he wants. And then you couple that with his ability to shoot the basketball, he just puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And an interesting tidbit about Kyrie Irving. He said he used to dribble his basketball with a plastic bag around it to make his feel for the ball even better. I like that.
Left no stone unturned.
Exactly,
I mean, he used to play every day after school from 4 to 10 p.m. When did you study? I mean, that's the kind
of Duke.
Yeah, that's the kind of obsessive dedication that gives you a chance to play at the highest level.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
The beginning of this game has had their imprint all over it.
Kaminsky, the shot's good. Sessions making the play.
Such an advantage for Kaminsky. He can finish inside with either hand.
And Shumpert kicks to James. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Outside Jefferson. From outside the arc, Hibbert pulls it in.
The defense took a big risk leaving him wide open and got lucky. He clanked that outside shot.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Frank Kaminsky, such a great player at the college level when he was at Wisconsin. Hasn't been the easiest transition to the NBA for him early on. The speed of the game is something that he needs time to adjust to.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Cleveland leading by 5. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now here's Sessions. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That's tipped, and Lamb kicks to Bellinelli. Drops in the tray.
And that catch-and-shoot jumper from Bellinelli is like snake's venom. Downright lethal when he's in rhythm.
No good on that last second attempt there. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
Infectious enthusiasm. You see it every time he steps on the floor. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
Well, it's clearly part of the game. Quick outlet passes, guys running the floor like they really mean it.
It's Love and Fry, the sharpshooting big men. Mo Williams out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Drills it from outside. Roberts got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Shumpert. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Exceptional instincts on the offensive boards and didn't try to slam it home. Tipping it in was all he needed.
Here's Lamb. Got it. Good job in the low post. A lot of great young talent, Chris, coming in the game. Who could be the face of the league in a few years, do you think?
Well, I really like Towns and Wiggins. I really like this Minnesota team. I think their team can become a fan favorite as we see the game go on. Also, Kyrie Irving. How about Kyrie Irving? Just won a championship. How about Davis, Anthony Davis? I think we have some great young talent. Excited to see what the future holds.
So fun.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Smith checked in for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving comes in for Mo Williams. And then for Charlotte, Williams, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Batum in for Lamb. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Hornets trail by 3. Down low. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist from Batum.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Fry passes to Dunleavy. Outside Irving. Kicks it to Fry. Williams with the steal. Dishes to Roberts. The second effort. Kept alive from outside the arc. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Here's Dunleavy. Irving dishes to Smith. Back to Irving. To the inside. Here's Fry. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
He continues to build on his outstanding play during the first quarter.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, remember when Roy Hibbert burst onto the scene in that great year for the Pacers, and he's still one of the league's elite rim defenders. He doesn't go for the block so much as create a wall. It's called the principle of verticality, and Hibbert says, I'm the godfather of that. I'm not going to name names, but there were some prominent coaches who said, you need to get rid of this. Kevin, here's the rules.
Yeah, D.A., he didn't invent it. He just perfected it. Thanks.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And last season, Chris, no one was really quite sure what would come of the Hornets, but they ended up being one of the tougher teams in the entire Eastern Conference.
Well, and what is really impressive is the Hornets did that while dealing with a bunch of injuries. Everyone was surprised at how strong the Eastern Conference was during the season, and the Hornets were one of those surprise teams leading the way. You could definitely say the Hornets surpassed expectations last season.
Now, here is Irving. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, I tell you, a lot of it for him, it's about attitude. When he's playing like that, he has a chip on his shoulder. This is what he can do for you.
Irving's shot is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Hornets trail by 6. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. LeBron, he's checked in for Channing Frye. And then for Charlotte, Cody Zeller comes in for Roy Hibbert. And Sessions subbed in for Kidd-Gilchrist. It's stolen by Smith. And LeBron with a clear... Whoa!
Goodness. Woo. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. To the paint, here's Williams. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Jefferson, and Jefferson throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. And Thompson kicks to Jefferson. And finished off by Jefferson.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
Well, and as a result, their field goal percentage has been very solid. A really admirable job done by them so far.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. Charlotte also making some changes. Kaminsky is checked in for Williams. And it's Bellinelli in for Nicholas Batum. 43 seconds left now here in the second. And that one's good. Sessions.
Oh, nice inbounds. You can't draw it up any better.
The drive by James. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Takes the three. Hornets with the rebound.
Ooh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Sessions passes to Walker. No good from outside.
Well, they often look to him to provide for them on offense, and he simply isn't getting the job done today.
Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 8 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Here's Zeller, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunity.
Got the shot! He
Just
got it!
no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
When you hitting him like that, he's just
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
huge basket there. That's a highlight reel shot right there.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up by 11. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith, all set to take a look back at the first half of basketball. It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. They did not slow down much, as by the end of the quarter they were still up 11. Moving into the second quarter, whoa, Nelly, coach lit a fire under him, and it definitely had an effect. Their offense got into a major rhythm as they finished the half up by 11. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
Celebrate. We're the best.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You have to like what we're seeing from Channing Frye.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
Yeah, sound fundamentals, lots of patience that led to that efficient scoring effort.
And the city of Cleveland still aglow from their first major professional sporting title in over 52 years.
They waited a lifetime, Kevin. In the end, it was a native son, LeBron James, who returned to lead them to glory. You just couldn't script it any better.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Charlotte, Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Zeller is out there with Marvin Williams, and it's Walker in at the 1. Cleveland leading by 10. The 17-footer, and stolen by Zeller. Walker with it. He's picked up by Irving. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Irving. And Thompson kicks to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oh, you asking me? The defense has been garbaggio. I've lost track. The D has been non-existent, and they've taken full advantage of it.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now, I can tell you this from personal experience, and that's seeing your first shot of the half go in is always a confidence boost. Let's see if they can build on it, though.
Thompson against Zeller. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Cavaliers score. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Oh, man, you just hate to see something like that.
Oh, injuries, trust me, an unfortunate part of the game.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk.
He's checked in for Thompson. Dunleavy comes in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Good on the shot. Kid Gilchrist has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
Fry, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Walker with it. Inside, Zeller. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Zeller's got 8 points. Well, Chris, you've had a surgery that has affected many in the league in the last few decades and still currently in today's NBA. What is it like going through a microfracture procedure? How did it change your game?
Well, you know, I'm not the only one. You know, this did end a lot of guys' career. When I think about Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd, even though he's a guard and much lighter. Tracy McGrady, the same thing. He doesn't weigh as much as a guy like myself or Zebo, but it's difficult coming back. I mean, just because the post-care process doesn't allow you to put any weight on your leg or allows you to use your leg. So really you have the muscle that atrophies. You have to relearn to walk again, to jump again. And so I had to learn from going to be a player that played above the rim to now being able to play below the rim and find out ways to score like that. And so it's tough. The rehab is long, tedious, it's boring, it's monotonous, but it's something that you have to get through. And basically it's your love of the game, because rehabilitation or that surgery is no fun at all. That you're at least talking about, in my opinion, 20 months before you see your old self.
And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor. As a player, do you feel it when just one play can alter the mood of a game, change the pace of a game?
Well, yeah, Kevin, you can definitely feel it. I mean, a lot of times, you know, you're trying to invoke it, implore it. You're trying to speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, you know, if you see someone that gets a big steal when you need one and you guys have been, you know, plotting for it on the sideline in the huddle, or if you see a guy hit a big 3 that ties up the game and, you know, it's a 17-4 run and it makes everyone believe, and then the roar of the crowd and how that goes, you know, momentum is definitely tangible. You know, when you see someone get dunked on and one poster, take the lead up by 1, crowd goes crazy. You know, I believe, you know, it actually affects you physically.
Yes.
You know, your heartbeat, your pulse, you know, your endorphins, your adrenaline, everything gets going. So, yeah, you definitely can feel when the play alters the mood of a game.
Great way to put it. And Hibbert with the block. Here's Roberts. There's the dish to Hibbert. Williams with the block.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
One of the more polarizing players in the league is Kevin Love in Minnesota. He had multiple seasons, Greg, of up around 26 points, 13 rebounds a game, and yet some said he wasn't a true superstar.
Well, they criticize him for not winning in Minnesota. Now in Cleveland, they point to his reduced stats. He just wants a chance to win, though, and he knew he'd have to make some sacrifice.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. LeBron's checked in for Fry. Jefferson comes in for Dunleavy. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Charlotte calls timeout.
Start it. Bring it in. Take a seat.
Man, a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
Oh, yeah, and he may have seen something out there that he'd like to try to exploit. We'll see what they come out with.
Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Shumpert. Charlotte no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 15. Irving dishes to James, and the dunk by James.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Ooh, he knows how to dish out some pretty sick assists as well when they need him to. You see that play right there? Teamwork at its finest. Love the extra pass.
For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. The kick out to Irving. Now here's Shumpert. Tight defense on him. Left side, Love. That shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Off target from outside. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For Cleveland, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for LeBron.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Sessions passes to Kaminsky. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Hibbert with the screen. The dish to Lamb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline from the high post. Outside Jefferson. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 17. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Hornets trail by 17, and it's time for an injury report. Now for an update on Tristan Thompson's injury, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers, and the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. He'll be sidelined for the rest of this game, and it doesn't look like he'll be back on the court anytime soon. Very bad news. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
Yeah, and given how hard he's worked, you know how frustrated he must be. Difficult blow to overcome for him and for his team.
Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. Jefferson out there with LeBron James, and it's Love in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
That's part of his skill set. Excellent recognition on his part to get in the best spot to complete that look.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Frank Kaminsky, and it's Kid Gilchrist in for Bellinelli. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Walker, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And one thing, Chris, you like about Kemba Walker the past couple years is that his shot selection has continued to move in the right direction.
And a lot of that is just maturing as a point guard in the NBA. Kemba was seen for a while as an inefficient scorer, but he's dropped that tag with his play. He still has room to grow, so...
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Agreed. He's going to start putting on a show now. And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Doubled by Smith, inside, and stolen by Love. And James with a clear path. Oh!
Did you see that? Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Walker. And that's now 8 points for Williams.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Charlotte calls timeout.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up.
They've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
And they may have to address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
Dunleavy's check in for Richard Jefferson. Cavaliers on D. 17-point lead, their biggest. Outside, Walker. No one near him. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Walker against Irving. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Walker. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. The Cavaliers leading by 15. James kicks to Love. Out to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around. And on the way from Irving for 3. The offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. Love dishes to Smith. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Hornets trail by 15. Now Walker. They double him with LeBron. Knocks it loose. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Rebound by Williams. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. A nice shot by Zeller.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
The shot's good from Smith.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
Here's Walker. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense there from Irving. And here is LeBron. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Marvin Williams.
And gang, think about LeBron James now in his 30s. I mean, seems like he's been in this league for forever, and it's easy to forget that he's already logged over 45,000 minutes in his career. I mean, that's more than Jordan, Magic, Larry, Neek, Iverson. I mean, you could go down the list. It takes a toll on your body. I think what will help him, though, is he's got the mind. I mean, from an IQ standpoint, it's up there with the greats who've ever played the game, and that's what allows you to sustain excellence over a long period of time.
Batum wide open. He fires. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 9 points for Nicholas Batum. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Hornets trail by 14. And LeBron still playing big minutes despite dealing Greg with knee and back issues over the better part of a decade.
Yeah, and we're so used to thinking of him as being superhuman. I mean, does everything he can to maintain that physicality. I mean, he's installed a cold tub in his Akron home for recovery, even cutting carbs out of his diet to slim down and reduce that wear and tear.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
The versatility to play in the high post as well as alongside the baseline. Zeller does have places to get his...
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
I mean, well, come on. Don't they look super confident right now? They just have to control the pace of this game, and they'll be in awesome shape.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Cavaliers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for James. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And Charlotte has had some great players come through in Don Till. Not only very talented players, but more memorable players. Guys like Grandmama Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, just to name a few.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a fair question. Looking at the clock, it appears they might be out of luck.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
No, that's the nail in the coffin. Call it a game.
And it's Walker again missing. And thinking about past Hornet stars, Chris, who in your mind was the best ever to put on a Hornets uniform?
Oh, man, you have to think about Larry Johnson, Grandmama. You also have to think about Alonzo Mourning is up there for most fans of the team.
And Irving comes to help. The kick out to Williams. Batum inside the three-point line, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
LeBron, good.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
Well, look, you always want to give your all for your home crowd, and so far, they have done just that.
Walker with a clean look, knocks down the three ball. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's James outside. No good.
And Kid Gilchrist is simply one of the best defenders in the game, just so skilled at reading his man.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin. Now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. Boy, he warmed up in the second half, running roughshod, just merciless against anyone trying to guard him.
His accuracy, wow. I was blown away by how consistent he was throughout this game. There's a part of you that thinks like, okay, another one and another one. It's going to be another one that goes in, and then you realize, you know what, it's just his night.
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than to seeing this guy get hot. And he was so hot, I got to get up right now, Ernie. My seat is hot. Oh.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.